Okay, this is at least a little bit better. I'm trying to get it perfect. Okay, so there are two things I'm gonna talk to y'all about. I'm gonna show them now because I have six products out of this collection. Two of them I'm gonna be using maybe in like another 2 weeks. Definitely in another 2 weeks. So that's why I'm gonna show them. And one more product that I have to get. I think it's at least one to two more products I have to get. And I'm going to show them sooner rather than later. So let me show you the ones that this is all from Fenty Beauty. So let me show you the two items that I have that I did not use this week. And then I'll show you what I did use and grade them accordingly. So far, I am impressed. The first item that I have full size it's from Fenty Hair. It's the Comeback Kid. Now, I'm going to read how you would use it to make sure I'm going to use it correctly. And then when I do use it, I'm just going to kind of slightly reiterate, but let it be known. Okay. So this is Fenty Beauty. This is full size Comeback Kid. It says it's instant damage repair therapy, which has my mind, y'all. I'm sorry. Replenicor 5 complex. So this is supposed to strengthen, repair, to transform hair for smoother, shinier styles tested on all hair types. And it says, so of course it's saying shower. You don't need conditioner. Then you leave it on for 3 to 5 minutes and then rinse. So that's based on the picture instructions. So I probably would just, when I use this, I would wash my hair, then do this, and go to the next step after that, based on the pictures. So I don't need to condition once I put this on, because this is like a form of conditioning the hair, and then, but it's not something I would use all the time, only when needed. So this is like its own version of a bond repair, this box. I'm just trying to make sure there's no other extra instructions, but that's what it says. When I do use this, I'm going to read the ingredients. So we're putting this to the side because I did not use it this week. I will in 2 weeks because that's when I plan on doing a trim. I have to. It is about time. I'm overdue by 2 months. So yeah, I gotta get that in like now. Okay. I want to save my hair. I'm pretty sure I need to trim some places more than others. So the next product from Rihanna that I have not, that I didn't use this week because I already have a leave-in conditioner, and she just dropped a leave-in, like a standard leave-in conditioner, because at first you probably could use this one as it, but I got this more like a heat protectant, and it's a 5-in-1. So this is the Fenty Hair. It says protective type. This is full size. It's 5 ounces. The Comeback Kid, that's 5 ounces as well. So I'm gonna read the instructions. I'm not gonna get into the ingredients because when I do use this, that's when I will talk full in depth of ingredients, smell, and how it made my hair feel. I'm gonna do that for both of them. So based on what I'm seeing, and this is me going off the top of the dome reading from this bottle, it says it's a 5-in-1 leave. Okay, so this is a 5-in-1 leave in for every style, strengthen. I mean, it says for, so this is like, okay, so this is a 5-in-1 leave in, but then she came up with like a traditional leave in. So I'll try the other one, compare it to this one when I do use it. I don't want to use all of this because I do need to do a separate video. So I probably will grab Once I get paid, grab the other one that I plan on using and then use that, and then probably follow up with the next one, which will be this one, and compare the two to see how they work. Because this 5-in-1, which is a leave-in, but you can, according to this, it's for everyday styles. It smooths, detangles, defreezes, hydrates. It's also a heat protectant. So that's primarily why I got this, because it's like a 5-in-1 for the heat protectant, and also that it's a leave-in. So this is like one and done. I would need nothing else after I wash, condition, deep condition. I can go straight to this and then straighten accordingly. So that's why I'm kind of like holding off on this, because this will be like my precious liquid gold until I can get my trimmers and do it accordingly. So sorry it took so long for me to. Okay, the camera cut off, so I'm saying sorry it took so long for me to talk to y'all, my fans, my subscribers, and possibly new subscribers about those two, the Comeback Kid and the 5-in-1 heat protectant. Now I'm going to effectively, while I'm at lunch, of course, talk to my peoples about the 4 products I did use. And I want the leave-in and then the gel. Edge control, I maybe. And then Rihanna recently came out with a clarifying shampoo. So you won't get that this year, but you'll get that clarifier. Whatever I couldn't fit in this year, you're definitely getting it next year. Let's just say that. Without further ado, we are going to talk about one of the most luxurious types of shampoos. This Fenty, Miss Rihanna did not come to play. First of all, can we get a kudos for this packaging? And this is beautiful. This is some of the most unique, innovative, different packaging, and I've seen tons of videos on it, and I couldn't wait to get my hands on it, but I had to finish up my older stash of stuff, which is a lot of products I went through this year. I went through more than I thought I would. I didn't get to go through as many of my stylers like I planned to, but hell, I done went through enough things. I done went through enough. And so next year I get to play around with anything new they drop this year. I have to try it next year. There's just no way I can. And the way this economy is, or was for the past few weeks, I just was not. So the this is gorgeous, as I mentioned. Okay, this is one of the few luxury shampoos that did not make me sneeze in the shower. When I say this smells incredible and then the feel of it feels luxurious, most shampoos have me sneezing in the shower. Even though I may like them, they make me sneeze. I wasn't sneezing, coughing, or hackling. It went on, still smelled good, cleaned, did the job. I might have had to use slightly more than I normally would have because of the gel that I had used almost 2 weeks ago, but not a full 2 weeks ago. Now, there were some days where I let my hair breathe for like the first 2-3 days. That's why I said almost 2 weeks, but it was 2 weeks since I actually had washed it. So once I had put that gel on, I had it on for at least 10 to 11 days. So I had to use a little bit more than I typically would have. But I know that this is at least enough for me to do some more washes to my hair, basically. What do I think about this shampoo? Well, I love it. First of all, this shampoo, because I had to do some work where some stuff just, it suds great. I'm going to give it a 96. The only reason why I'm not going to give it a full 100 is because I know with grit, grime, sticky tacky stuff, it may take a little bit more. Because at first I was like, I don't know. It went on amazingly. Rinsing it, I was like, I don't know. But then I once the gunk came off that needed to come off, I really enjoy this shampoo. It did not make my hair feel hard. It's just like the first initial, when you have a lot of product buildup, it may take some time. But hey, would I purchase the shampoo again? Actually, yes, I would. I want to see what her new clarifying one can do and compare to see if it's just as good as this moisturizing. The rich one is rich for me. It is really good. That's, and then the sensory tops, pretty packaging. I thought we would have been in our apartment by now when I got to this video, but hey, that's okay cuz we'll be there within the next few weeks. I got to have a face. My New Year's wish is we in our apartment, that we not still in a hotel. But this will be the longest one we've stayed in for a moment. So we'll see. All right, so the next product, which is called the Rich One as well. This is the conditioner. Now, if you know, us naturals use more conditioners than we use shampoo. I can't even count how many rinse out conditioners I have gone through this year. Just know it's a lot. And just know that it is quite many. Where I may have lacked in stylers, I definitely made up for in between the rinse out conditioners and also between the leave-ins. I've used more leave-ins and more conditioners and less stylers, but I still used stylers. So if I have to go back and count, is a lot of videos. If I have to count how much I've used, which I will, just won't be today. It'll be when I do my empties and tally it up and look and see, oh yeah, I use more this year than of all products, or I use less this year of all products than I did the previous year. It's something fun I like to do and keep track and make myself aware of how many products I use and how much I need for waste management purposes is why I do that. So I'm not wasteful. So I know, hey, my hair is growing in this area, so I need more of this and this and this. Or, hey, because you have so much hair, you might want to buy more at a time of some stuff and buy less at a time so there's not an overstock. And so every single product that I buy gets used accordingly, because I don't want anything to expire. So that is why, and then I have to throw it out. That's why I do that, because when products start turning and changing, and it's time to get them out of there. I had 1 year where I had so many products that I had to use for almost 2 years. I got through them and I finished them, and I said, I will never, ever do that again. I only want to order enough. When I say it was 2 years, it was like over 2 years. Thankfully, I was using so many in the first year, so I had less to use in the second year, but I only want to get enough. If it happens again, I will try to say within 18 months. That's why I give things an 18-month shelf life, because I had that experience. And even after 18 months of me buying a product, I opened it and it still was good. So I was able to use it and finish it within the time frame, within the next like 6 months or so, because I had opened it. But still, I don't want it to just sit there unopened, unused on a shelf. I don't want to be wasteful. I'm trying to be more mindful. So that's why every year when I do my empties, I count, tally, look to see did I use more or less of, or the same amount. It's just helpful to me. And it makes more sense. It's more economical and more practical. But that's a story for a different day. It is. So here's this Fenty hair, the rich one. That's what the top looks like. Very cute, and it matches the deep conditioner top. This detangles, smooths. This is buttery. This is so silky. And this is very much softening to the hair. I almost feel like maybe the shampoo, this and the I kind of understand now why she may have did what she did the way she did it, because this is when you clean your hair, you might strip some oils and you might take away. So to balance it out, this is very buttery, silky, moisturizing, and very rich. Like it says, the rich one. And I actually love this. This is one of the best rinse out conditioners that I have used in a very long time. And to say that this is a luxury product, I say Rihanna did her thing with this one. This is 100. This is a 10. The shampoo, I am giving that shampoo a 9. It's getting like an 8.5 to 9, but this is giving 10. I could not find nothing wrong with this at all. I couldn't. I may have tried, but I could not find anything wrong with that. Now if you want to talk about ingredients, I'll break it down and go over ingredients with y'all, my fams, about the shampoo because I see I didn't do that. Let me just make it quick. Of course, it has water as the first one, sodium, cocoa isomethanol. That's probably like the cleaning agent. Then it has sodium lauryl methyl isonate, and then lauryl gluconate. It's non-stripping, so it's very smooth and silky. So it's probably like it cleans well, suds well. This is a great shampoo. So in the future, I'm just gonna tell y'all now, I can see myself buying this shampoo again. This is a luxury one to invest in. Not only does it look pretty, it works pretty as well. So at least I know if I had to compare this one to and Everybody Loves Azure Beauty, I'm sorry, to me, okay, because I had finished the Azure Beauty one, I finished the Azure Baobab and Mint one. This shampoo is better than that one. Okay, so I won't even purchase that shampoo again, but everything else in that Baobab and Mint line, from the front to the back, I would. Just not that shampoo. That's the only thing I would not. No. But this, yes. Absolutely. The pump was very easy for everything to come out of. So she just really did her thing with this. There is some protein in there. There is what hydrolyzed rice protein. There's hydrolyzed vegetable protein. So, but I'm fine with that. And it has, of course, her Replenicor 5 in there. A sunflower seed oil is in this. There is some preservatives, of course, for shelf life. Maybe it's my lighting in here. Let me turn this light on so I can bit. Damn. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to turn it on so I can read what is on this bottle. Damn, that light is bright. I'm gonna turn it off in a minute. Okay. I'm sorry I did it to myself. Damn. It's bright as hell. Where did I stop at? These scientific names be throwing me. Damn. I'm looking at it, but some of these names, if you see, we're just gonna say basically I didn't see anything that was alarming or triggering to me in there. Now, everybody's different. This is my preference, but I definitely adore this shampoo. When I think Lux, I think of this, the Rich One shampoo. Let me see if it's easier for me to read the ingredients off on the conditioner. Because if it is, I'm going to go for it. If not, I'll read you what I can as I did with the shampoo. So, for this one, there's water, which we love. Cetearyl alcohol, which is the fatty alcohol. There's glycerin in this. So if you're not a fan of glycerin, because it's like the third or fourth ingredient, you might look at it like, uh-oh. But I don't mind glycerin. There's other ingredients that I have a funny, fickle, almost foul relationship with. That includes, let me see, mm, coconut oil is one of them. Okay, so then there's coconut oil that's hydrolyzed. Quinoa, that's another one. Isopropyl alcohol definitely is another one. Those, depending on the formulations, depending on where they are at in the product formulations, my hair may or may not like it. It just depends. Because they could have more than one protein, or they could have another protein with it. You never know. But getting back to this ingredients, this one also has benjamin chloride, okay, dimethylamine, propanol, hydrolyzed vegetable protein. This has shea butter in this, of course. Castor seed oil, rosemary leaf extract, coconut fruit juice is in this. Argine, aspartic acid is in this. Okay, so this does have like a rice bran extract is in this as well. So I am going to say and then it does have your polyquat 76. Of course, it has this Replenicor, which is, I think her 5 special ingredients are supposed to be like the Indian. It's supposed to have like gooseberries is one of them off the top of my head, and then there's 4 others. But the way that this conditioner, the way these products smell is beautiful. And no, I did not sneeze. These products worked, and I'm happy that I tried it and that I actually love it, because I bought some products and I'm like, I expect to love this. Then when I get it, I hate it, and I'm like, damn it. This next product from her, I kind of went back and forth with, because at first I was like, I don't think I'm going to like this. I love the application of it. At first, the feel wasn't giving me what I would have initially wanted. So that's why I waited about maybe 30 minutes to an hour, to see, hey, I don't want to just judge it off of my first initial 5 seconds or my first 5 minutes, because it can change. So once I did that, I actually grew to appreciate the product more and like it more than my initial 5 seconds after rinsing it. Like, oh no. And I went back and read the ingredients, and I was like, okay, so now I see why she did the shampoo very, very moisturizing, and the conditioner very, very moisturizing, and they like butter, like silky smooth. But to balance it out, even though it is a moisturizing deep conditioner, the richer one, for her to balance it out, she had to make it a little bit more stronger, add some strength in there. So I kind of was like, I wanted this to be very moisturizing, and it's not. Well, you don't want to have too much moisture, so she made it like moisture protein balancing type, because you're still gonna get the moisture, but if she makes it too moisturizing, it's going to be very mushy, because the shampoo and the conditioner are already very much moisturizing on their own. You don't want to overdo it. You want to have that nice balancing act, because mushy hair ain't cute. It's like, nobody wants that mushy hair. So this is Fenty Hair, the mask, the rich one. And if you look at the top, matches the conditioner is just a little bit bigger for sensory purposes, and I have never seen anything on the market like these. So unique products, smell good, work good, worth bang for your buck. Because sometimes you try some of these luxury products and you're like, is it worth it or is it not worth it? We gonna see with other brands, because so far this is one across the board where I'm impressed with the wash day products. Some brands I have not been impressed with the wash day products. It may have just been their stylers that really hit, and I was like, okay, the stylers are good, but the wash day products is horrible. They might want to fix that. I know what's for me ain't for everybody, and what's for everybody ain't for me. This is how much of the deep conditioner I used. So for this particular product, it is 11.5 ounces. The shampoo and conditioner that I was talking to y'all about, those are 10 ounces. This is the one that had to grow on me because first thought I was like, I don't know. At first I was going to rate her like a 77. Yeah, I was. Because I was like, because you're supposed to be moisturizing and you ain't moisturizing. And so I was like, let me just sit. I don't want to just make a fast decision. And then I'm like, damn, I really love that. I was so wrong and I talked so horrible about the product. And it actually works. So this is what I mean when I say that things might take some time. So I kind of just let my hair sit. I didn't put the leave-in on because I didn't want the leave-in to like try to hype it or help it if it needed help. After I rinsed it out and my hair was like, help me, please, Jesus. I'm, ooh. And it ain't a good ooh. It's a, no type of feeling. Now, last week, I did the same thing. And it still was just like, eh. So, for this particular one, if you ask my opinion, when I say I was going to give it a 77, I meant that. Then when I took the time, it actually bumped up. I'm giving this product, instead of it being a C, it's a B. Like A minus slash B is what I would give this product. So it went from a 77 to, it's still not my favorite balancing one, but it's up there. It's because there are other there are other deep conditioners that are like my favorite protein moisture balancing ones, and they are very much on the more affordable side, such as, I'm not gonna say the brand because I don't, this is about Rihanna's, this is not about the other brand that has the same thing. And then there is another one, the one I will mention is the Dr. Miracle's one. It's the moisture strength one. That is excellent. That is $99.99 versus this one, which is maybe like $29 for this. But this is a great luxe one to have. This is like that one if I had to compare. That one's a little bit more moisturizing, yes. This one's a little bit more protein forward, yes. But it is still in that same protein and moisture because there is more, I think there's a little bit more protein in this one, or maybe a stronger form of a protein in here, because in this one there is water, cetyl alcohol, some type of ethyl olate. There's glycerin. So if you don't like glycerin, you might want to steer clear. There is isomol laurate. These are some of their scientific names. I wish they told me what their real names was. Here's a protein. So you have hydrolyzed vegetable protein. Then you have there's shea butter in here, yes. But I could have sworn I saw more proteins. This castor seed is in here. I'm doing a quick scan just to see. There's something fermented that's in here. There's kernel butter that's in here. I could have sworn I saw more than one protein. Maybe I missed it, but okay, let me see. Jesus, this light is extra bright. That's my fault, y'all. I turned it on because I know y'all want me to try to tell y'all hydronate. Look, hi, hydronate, germated. What? Hold on. Lactic acid is in this camellia leaf extract. I know I saw more than one protein was in here, and I know I'm not tripping. So it may. We're gonna leave it as what did I think of this? When it bumped up, okay, screw that. When it bumped it up from a 77, I now give it an 88 instead. So it went from a C to a B because I had to think about it. I can't quite make this because if you're gonna say moisturizing, I want a little bit more moisture to balance it out. But to me, it gave more like moisture protein balance. So maybe that's why I felt more of the strength versus the moisture, but the moisture did kick in. It just kicked in after the strength. So it instead of it being moisture forward, it's more strength forward to me. The strength kicked in first, and I was like, I don't, and you're supposed to be moisturizing. But then about 5-10 minutes later, with nothing on my hair, that moisture kicked in to balance out that strength. So it may take about 5 to 10 minutes as my advice. First, wait 5-10 minutes from rinsing out your hair and then judge it. Don't just judge it the moment you rinse it out because the strength is going to kick in and then the moisture is going to back it up and kick in. And then your hair is going to feel, you're going to be like, oh, okay. I had to wait. That's why at first I was like, oh, no. But I waited 30 minutes to an hour before putting any leave-in on or anything. Like I re-wet my hair, all of that because in places that needed to be just to see, hey, I rinsed it out, and even on some of the parts that started to dry, just to see, hey, it's still wet. It's not soaking wet, but it's still wet. How does my hair feel versus my initial reaction? Just to see, I felt it over time. So I'm telling you, the strength is gonna kick in first. It's gonna have you like, because it has Replenicor 5 is supposed to do everything. Repair your hair, strengthen. All these products have that in there. So that's probably why it's a proprietary blend. So that is probably why you're going to feel like, I just can't wait because that's going to kick in first. And then you're going to get the moisture you're supposed to get. And it's going to balance it out. Because if she would have just had the moisture kicking first, she's going to be like, oh, yeah. Then you're going to be like, this is too strong. But to balance it out, it couldn't be too moisturizing. So at least she invested and put the technology in all of these. So we always know Rihanna gives us these innovative things. She is the queen when it comes to that. Innovation, elevating, and being creative. Here is the home curl. Now this, I use the hell out of this. I ain't gonna lie. This is the top. Because my hair is thick and it soaks up product. When I say it eats up product, it does. I use another leave-in, which the leave-in I used is I had just finished up the Azure Beauty Baobab mint leave-in, and this pairs well with it. I didn't get any flakes. I got shiny hair that's nice and moisturized. That one I would purchase. Now I want to see what Rihanna's leave-in when I get it is hitting on, which I plan on getting that soon. Best believe I will. Okay, so this is how much it cut off again. I'm sorry, y'all. This camera. The way that this cream feels, it feels very luxe. It's luxurious. It's not no cheap cream. We're going to say that. It's not a cheap cream. I'm going to try to turn this light off because it's giving me the glare on the camera to the glasses. I got to turn it off. Hold on. Ooh. That's a whole lot damn better because I was like, damn. Sorry about that. And I think I can read this one a little bit better than I can those. Stop it. Okay. If this cuts off, I may not be able to get a chance to read the ingredients because I think it's going to cut off again. I also think that this cream, I'm giving this cream a 9. 9, A minus 9. Wish it was a little bit bigger, but beggars can't be choosers. I have a lot of hair, but I like it. It has some sticky, but not as sticky as the product last week. It's a whole lot better. I was able to wash my hand in one use and get it off. That other one, smooth, buttery, to where I was like, wait, did I get it all off? And I was like, yeah, I did get it off. And I was like, oh, my hand is still soft, like I had the cream on there. No, I rinsed it and it came right off because I saw that there was no film, no residue. But when I felt my hands, I rinsed it a second time to see, did I rinse it? Did I get it? Yeah, I did. Wish it was a little bit bigger. Of course, you might have some film, slight little, but probably because it was mixed with another product. No flakes though, so that could have been a me thing. I would give this like 9 to 9.5. Like nothing, like that conditioner is in the lead. That is a 10. That's a 10, okay? The shampoo is a 9 to 9.5, but I say like 9.5. The deep conditioner, that's an 8. That's like a 7.5 to an 8, okay? And this, of course, is a 9. If I had to get graded, I would grade it like, I give it like a 96. Like 95, 96 is where I'm at with this. So, yeah, I'll say this is a 9 because it is a pretty good product. The moisture is there, shine, definitely there. Would I buy these products again? Yes. It is very cohesive. As I keep buying more, since she keeps adding more, I'll continue to do the reviews. Thank y'all for listening, my fams, and watching. I will talk to y'all later.